Welcome to the fungi forest. Even though it looks like mostly we're surrounded by trees, we actually also have thousands of species of fungi living in this forest. The Appalachian forests are home to between 2,000 to 4,000 species of different fungus, and they live in a variety of different habitats. So come on, let's go look. A lot of the fungi, they are actually attached to the tree roots, and they live underground. So the fungal body lives in the soil, and in the summertime, when it's warm and the rains come out, the mushrooms pop up. And but those fungus are actually like getting their energy from the trees themselves, from the tree roots. This type of fungi are called mycorrhizal fungi. They create what scientists are now calling the Wood Wide Web, a network underground that connects tree roots to fungi to tree roots. So chemicals are passed back and forth between the plants, the fungi, and back to the plants. It's thought that the trees can actually communicate with each other through this network. Let's take a look at some of those species. They come in all sorts of shapes and colors. This one's a puffball. You've probably seen those before. This one's the deadliest mushroom found in the woods around here, the pure white deadly amanita. Here's another type of amanita. These ones are flaky, and if you get up close to them, many of them smell like chlorine. Amanitas come in all sorts of colors. Lots of them are pretty big though. Parasol mushrooms open really quickly. These 3 slides are taken over the course of 2 days. Check out these puffballs. I think of them as alien eyeballs when I see them on the trail. But one of their names is actually hot lips. The sole purpose of these mushrooms are to help the fungus reproduce. The mushrooms send spores out into the world. Many mushrooms have spores that come out from underneath the cap. Check out all the different forms that spore-producing organs have. A lot of mushrooms have gills, some have tubes or pores, others have a maze-like structure underneath. Then others are just a smooth surface. These ones are called white elfin saddles. They're pretty cool looking. Many of them are quite striking, lots of different colors and patterns. Instead of releasing spores out from under their cap, puffballs don't even have a cap. They have their spores inside until they're ready to go, and then when it rains, the raindrops poof them out into the air. This type of puffball is really interesting because it actually closes up when it's dry and opens when it's rainy. Other species live in the leaf litter, digesting the leaves that fall down every year. So here, let's look underneath. See these white threads? This is the mycelium of fungi that are decomposers, and they're decomposing the leaves. Other fungi actually digest the wood. So doesn't this log look like it's been barfed up essentially? And that's basically what's happened. So the fungus has been eating this sourwood log for probably several years, maybe 10 years or so. And now it's digested most of the cellulose in the log. Cellulose is the tough cellular fibers that the wood is made out of. And you can see most of it, instead of being brown like the wood would have been, is now white. And that's the mycelium has like eaten the cellulose. Most mycelium is white, but this particular fungus is called blue-green stain fungus. It has little blue fruiting bodies, the little mushrooms. and inside the wood it turns bright green. Have you heard of foxfire, or perhaps seen it? On a wet summer evening, it's glow-in-the-dark wood. This honey fungus causes foxfire. It has chemicals in it that are bioluminescent, and the mycelium glows in the dark night. These bright orange jack-o'-lantern mushrooms also glow. This time it's the fruiting body, the gills themselves that glow, probably to attract insects to help disperse the spores. As you can see, there are hundreds and hundreds of types of fungi that live in the forests around here. All of the species we've talked about so far are plant eaters. In fact, most of the fungi that live in the forest around here are plant eaters. However, I'll leave you with this one final image. This fungus is a carnivore. It attacks animals, in this case a moth. It feeds on it and uses it to reproduce. It sends its spores out through that white fungal body that's sticking out of the moth's body. Humans are lucky. We have more to worry about from viruses than from fungi. In general, many animals, including humans, have lots of reasons to enjoy fungi. I hope you can too.